Hello, everybody,
Yes.
and welcome to another episode of the Face of Music podcast. We are your hosts.
Can you do that again?
Please.
Why?
Because we were in mid-conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that works. That's okay.
He was just like, I'm gonna start it when I feel.
Like this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Face of Music podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Sarey Savi,
Emanuel Brown.
and today we have a very special guest. She's one of my closest bitches. She's that bitch. So you better, when you see this episode, you better come out, pull, whatever. Her name is MOZAIA. Woo!
Hi.
Hi, MOZAIA.
Why are y'all sitting so far apart?
This is how far apart you and I were sitting.
Oh, okay. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want us closer?
No, you just that's the play. Jesus.
I like how we
Wait,
both.
ready? Wait.
Anyway, as you can tell, this is going to be a very fun episode for one straight, one gay. And then,
One straight, one gay?
yeah. Because
Two straights, one gay?
no, because you're
No,
going to be
for
over
you.
there like, I don't understand this shit. Like,
Oh,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
see. Okay.
but no, it's going to be fun for all of us. And because we have a very special bond, this is our girl, okay?
Oh, yes, thank
I mean,
you.
hello. So, okay, well, girl, you got some. We gotta get straight into it because you got a lot of fucking history with music. You got a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uber history.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, can you give us like? Well, first of all, can you please tell the audience and everyone watching a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I am MOZAIA. I am 27. I grew up in the Pacific Northwest on the east side of the water in Microsoft Town. But I usually just say Seattle because I don't like saying
Yeah.
Redmond. But if anybody who wants to know, hey, my Redmond fans. No, I'm kidding. But I grew up there. I was actually born in the Philippines, and I grew up here. I was my parents are both singers, songwriters, musicians. They met in the
Ooh.
music industry overseas in the Philippines, and then I popped out right away.
I know that's right, girl. Was it-
I
was-
popped out right away.
Was it the like? Did she have like a? Or was it a? Ah! See, it's already so much fun. Oh my god.
She had 4 toops.
Damn, girl. That,
Yeah, so I was number 4.
that poochie is
Um,
good, girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where's my fan? Y'all, okay.
Lemon
I don't-
perfect.
I don't-
Drink more lemons.
Oh, that's right.
She might love
Zero
her.
sugar.
Cheers.
This one's open.
We gave her a used.
Isn't that yours? You said that
But
was
it's
yours.
good.
I haven't drank it yet. So you guys gave him
You guys, we just gave her a used bottle.
Oh, but whose is it though? Do you know?
Yeah. Let's
Do you
move
know?
on.
Oh.
I'm dead. So, okay.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, no, I was born in the Philippines. My parents met through the music industry there. And then we moved to Washington where my dad was raised. And I grew up watching them perform as a cover duo at, various venues and festivals, events. And so it was not a big deal. Like, I mean, it was a big deal, but it was kind of like, people would say, oh, your parents perform. But for me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I have to go to these rehearsals all the time. And they're so loud. Like that was kind of more like as a kid, I'm like, I just want to play, but it's like loud. Anyways, so I was exposed very early on. But I actually made it very clear early on as well that that's what I wanted to do.
mm,
So they watered that seed and I began playing piano at home, guitar, ukulele. I started writing songs pretty much since I could write. So like I believe one of my first songs was like, I am a fishy, fishy, fishy fish. I am a fishy,
Oh, wow.
fishy, fishy fish. And that was it. That was Not you, girl.
I fish, fish.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
I need to recreate it now.
you
Oh,
should
Lord.
and
But,
do an adult version.
Please
Oh
don't.
my god.
Fish.
I am a fish, fishy, fishy, fish.
Bitch. What kind of fish though? Like tilapia, salmon?
I don't know.
Moving on.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, so as you can tell, yeah, I was younger. I was writing songs. So it was pretty obvious. I had like a little writing. I literally had like this blue notebook where I'd write songs and put them in there. My mom would wait till I'm at school and just like snoop through it. My gosh,
Wow.
like she would snoop through it. I know. I felt so violated, but it's okay. Yeah, so it was very clear that I wanted to sing. I would watch concerts all the time, and then I started performing alongside them, and then I started performing on my own for like teen stuff, talent shows,
I know,
talent
that's right.
showcases, and like nonprofits. And then I graduated and I began recording for the very first time on like a simple rig, you know, like how we all started, like a little laptop, a little microphone.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just boom, like 2015, I started my official solo career as Moya Bree, and I was putting out music, various genres, a lot of collaborations between then and 2020.
What genres though? Like what's your home base?
Home base, pop, R&B, but I did a little bit of drum and bass. I did some dubstep. I did some trappy.
Trap soul.
Trap soul. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And yeah, so I just kind of dipped everywhere. I relied a lot on the people that I knew to kind of kickstart projects. I wasn't really a self-starter yet.
Mm.
I would make stuff. I never put them out. So I was one of those.
Yeah.
So
We all were at one time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I got more familiar with putting stuff out there. I was still performing regardless. Through all this, I was still performing. I was touring. I toured a couple of times with Speaker Child, an artist here. Sorry, I don't know if I was supposed to say. Yeah, he's artist here.
Yep.
From Seattle. I toured with him a couple of times. One of those tours was with Andre Nicotina. And
Don't just like glaze over that like he's not like a West Coast legend.
well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I said?
At least not at the time.
Okay,
Mhm.
I went live, y'all. Okay, I went live, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm here. I'm here on tour with Andrew Nicotina."
Not Andrew. Stop it.
Okay, but no one can find that video ever, so it's
Dude,
good.
I cannot with this bitch. Oh my god. She is
Wow.
doing the absolute most.
Hey,
Not
hey,
Andrew.
Hey, we've all had our names butchered.
I know that's
Every
right.
single one of us. You want to share?
Sorry. I mean, it happened earlier today.
Really?
It did.
It
It
did.
did. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I was a
Everybody butchers your name though.
True.
Yeah.
I don't think it's intentional. I just think
No,
people
it's
like
not
It's
intentional.
never intentional. Is
It's
it?
never
Mm.
intentional. If people do,
As a joke.
yeah, like I don't think anybody butchers my name intentionally. So that's why I don't take it offensively, you know? But I also think think it's a name people don't recognize, you know?
yeah.
I think it's very
Yeah.
unique though. I love it. I've never met
Thanks.
another Sarey in my life. And I also never met
Never.
another
Yeah.
Savvy in my life. So
Well, it's the Sare. It's that part. I think it's the SAR. I think that's what throws people
Sar?
off. So they think it's SAR. So they think it's sorry. That's why
Sorry.
that's why I'm like very understanding. I'm just like, it's fine, you know.
yeah, I felt the same with Moya because I didn't spell it the traditional MOYA. I was MOIA. So people were like, "Is it Moaya?" And I'm like, "No." Moya K- yeah. I literally performed in Seattle one time. I have a video of it. It's literally the MC goes, "Next to the stage is Moya." And I literally go on stage and I kind of scurry up there and I'm like, "It's Moya." And then they're like, "Oh, just kidding. It is Moya Bree." like I'm a luchador. Like I was about to wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't know why he had to be so extra. But anyways, yes. Did you have your name butchered though?
No.
Yeah, his is pretty straightforward.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people
Yeah.
butcher the spelling.
Oh, that makes
There
sense.
you go. There you go.
Emanuel.
With the two M's.
Two
versus
M's,
one.
or it's not
two
a
N. Oh.
it's not a UEL, it's UAL or IM or
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
so
Oh,
okay.
But yeah, so I was Moya Bree, and then 2023, I rebranded into MOZAIA.
That's
And
this year.
This year.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
I was told. I
Red.
Yeah. What?
Not him using.
We're almost there. We're
We're
almost there.
almost there.
We're almost there.
We're almost
We're
there.
almost there. We're close.
Okay,
Slay.
good, great.
That would be a slay
See that?
moment.
There you go. See,
Slay.
queen, work.
Yes.
There you go. See, work. You gotta say work.
Work.
But no, I rebranded as MOZAIA. It was a decision that, I felt in my gut. I was like, it had to happen if I was gonna kind of go into music for serious, because
serious.
I mean, the crew, these two especially helped me kind of discover that drive.
I don't want to say what I would usually say because you would punch me right now.
Yeah. I've got nails. Look.
Right. It's not punch. It's scratch.
Yes,
Yeah.
These.
Please. Please, I can't take it.
So we got the rebrand.
Yes,
But
got
do
the
you
rebrand.
You feel like you're you now, though.
Oh my goodness, I am so happy. I mean, the name Moya Brie was made on a whim. I kind of rolled with it, but now I'm very proud of my name. I love it. I'm very addicted to saying it, and I think that's how you should feel.
Yeah,
I'm addicted
exactly.
to saying it. I'm addicted to seeing it. I love when people call me it, and I'm like, what? Oh, guys, look it.
It looks good. It's a very unique name.
You can buy it everywhere.
At Target.
By the time this comes out, you should be able to buy this everywhere on her.
Well, now I have to make sure that happens.
That's why
It's going to be,
That's why I said
I'm dead. You're going to be able to buy it, though. You're going to be able to
absolutely.
buy it. Yeah.
Different designs as well, and different, pieces of apparel.
That's so exciting.
Yes, I'm very excited. So yes, MOZAIA was a very new chapter.
Yeah.
Very, did I say very? What did I just say? I don't know. Anyways, it was very exciting. I think I meant to say exciting. Very exciting. It was very exciting to open a new chapter for myself and kind of separate myself from Moya Brie was kind of just trying to figure everything out. Very scattered. So now MOZAIA is I know what I want and I know what I'm sounding like, and it'll evolve. And so after that, I released a couple. After rebranding, I released a couple singles and then dropped my first project.
Yes, queen.
Called
We got Better Off, right? Better Off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Better Off was a single.
Mia.
And Mia. Maya.
Well,
that's not a single on that. That's just...
But not on the project.
Not on the project.
That was my second single, MIA.
Yes.
And then the project that included Better Off has 8. Not me knowing how many songs. 7 or 8, something like that.
It's okay. We're all working hard, so we forget very easily.
She's a phenomenal singer.
She is.
Thank you so
phenomenal
much.
Singer.
Yeah.
Songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal performer, too.
Yeah. She's so good. If you haven't seen her live.
I learned from the greats. I looked up to the greats,
Yeah.
That's very fun.
You got to see her live, and she'll be live. I'm sure in a couple months.
And I'll be
she'll
alive.
From the time that you're watching this. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be up on stage. She's going to be killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, we have to think about that for a second because the timeline between which this is posted and then when we have some upcoming stuff coming up.
Yeah, I know that was very eerily vague.
I know.
They're like, she's gonna be alive.
She has a show coming up. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah. That's simple. So, okay. So, Honey J, which we love, by the way.
Thank you.
It's giving.
Oh yeah, it's definitely giving.
He's learning. Oh wow.
He got it, you guys. He's really
You're
like
different.
that.
You're a whole different Emanuel from the one I just saw yesterday.
You got.
I'm fucking dead, bro.
He's I smell
overnight.
a bit of aroma, fruit aroma.
Oh my
she smells
god.
a little fruity.
I'm fucking dead.
I'm dead.
You're colorful.
You got. Well, okay. So first, let me just say this, on top of, because I always have to say this with every guest that we have on because we know them personally, on top of being great people who do great work, they're also just great human beings, overall. And so I think everyone has in our group of friends, there's 5 of us, and if you know, you know. but everyone has like kind of like a predetermined role. Like everyone is like kind of made that up for themselves. They really have though. Mo is like very much a mother because Mo like she always hosts stuff at her house and she always makes sure that we get fed and we have food. And then Emanuel, he said it himself. Like Emanuel, he's like, "Oh, you know, I look at you guys like my younger siblings." And he said that on a car
It
ride
really
one
sounds
time.
like that.
Yeah, he really does though.
That's fire.
You know, and so anyway, I say that to say like Mo, like she has all of these throughout like your journey, like going from watching your parents perform and then you doing your own thing and then you rebranding, like you have a lot of stories to tell and that really
Yeah.
shows in the music. Like you're just like me when it comes to songwriting, where you're very like vulnerable.
Love's
In
as
your
light as a
music.
feather, and I carry all the weight.
Exactly.
You're excited about that line.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful line.
It's a great line.
It's a beautiful line.
It's a great
And
line.
a beautiful song.
Thank
And
you.
so like, but throughout that journey, like you obviously, you took some time to like go into like who you felt like you always were. You know, that took a lot of
Right.
time, and it also took a lot of bravery and a lot of courage. And so like tell your fans and also tell anybody who is interested in getting to know you, like why. So like when you did the rebrand, like what really did it for you? What was like the pushing factor to be like, okay, it's happening?
Like in deciding to
Yes.
for it, like
Yeah.
so before, technically before
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
It's very. I mean, I had a very specific moment in the studio with some of the guys. It was you were there, and
Crazy. I don't remember this, but okay.
yes, you do. You'll. Can I say? Can I say details? Like,
It's your interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck you want to say?
okay, we were in the studio session for one of our singles that has dropped earlier this year called We Vibe.
Mhm.
Ah.
And at that studio session, I brought up to the guys for the very first time that I was getting really excited about this new focus and this new drive
Mhm.
that everybody was inspiring in me and within me. And I thought, well, I don't want to take off with this name, Moya Bree. So I think I brought it up to you guys and you guys were like, yeah, do it. And so that was moment number one. But then in the same session, I think I started brainstorming names right then and there.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just came up with so my government first name is Raquel. So one of the names I came up with was Mo Rocky.
I think that's a fire ass name too.
I
still
think
to
if
this
I
day.
was a
It sounds like a
rapper,
UFC fighter,
I think I'm Mo Rocky Balboa.
right?
I-
Purr.
So I think if I was a rapper, that'd be kind of cool. But I envisioned my rebrand.
She is a rapper. She raps.
Lil Raquel.
I'm Lil Raquel. Oh, I'm dead.
nigga.
So I wanted to incorporate Mo in there if I could. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I came up with Moya, but it was almost like that became like Moy more so than Mo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted Mo to be in there because that's my nickname. That's like a part of my middle name. That is what I've been called. That's what I'm still called to this day by
Yeah.
everybody. So
Mhm,
I
mhm.
was like, Mo Rocky, Mo. I don't remember the other ones I came up with. Everyone, King was there too, King Dow,
Yeah.
and he was like, I love Mo Rocky. Oh my God, no. Well, that's because he wants me to stick to trap forever. So
Yeah, for sure.
but then I thought of MOZAIA. I thought of Mosaic, and then I was like, MOZAIA.
Mhm.
And then
Mm.
I wrote it down, and one of y'all was like, "That's dope." And then in that moment, that was the moment. I think I would say, even though I mean that has nothing to do with all the hard work that entail, like that
Yeah.
that it entails. I think just the moment of having people around me that were hyped up, even just on the name basis,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this has to happen now.
Mhm, mhm.
There was so much excitement because
You felt reassurance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even I almost didn't
Reassurance.
reassurance. Mhm.
Stupid ass.
I'm
Oh my
dead.
God.
You got caught
Okay, go
on
ahead.
tape,
Yeah, that's cool.
and you're gonna edit it
No,
out.
I'm not.
Oh, good.
No.
See? Authentic.
Authentic.
But I almost didn't go with MOZAIA. I didn't go with MOZAIA. Remember how hard I had like of a time trying to
Yeah.
solidify it, because I think I showed other people outside of you guys the name, and they were like,
Oh yeah, I remember.
But then I think you said something. You were like, I told you, well, they don't like the name, but you're like, well, what do you like? I'm like, well, I like the name. And you're like, well, that's all that matters. And I'm like, yeah, but and you said, look, there are people who don't like your name and music now.
Yeah.
And something about that was very like I hadn't thought of that before. I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, because there are people who don't like your music and your name already
Yeah.
before you even rebranded. So it's a given that it's bound to happen later too, and it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. So do you like it? And I'm like, yeah. And like, there's no need to go into like, oh, it sounds too this, it sounds too that, it sounds too close to the name, to the word Messiah, and like it's got like a religious undertone. I remember like I was told that too, and I'm like, I don't think it does. And so I stuck with MOZAIA, and I chose all caps because I thought all caps was fun, and I'm like so happy now. And I think another one of the moments that I knew I made the right decision was because was before the rebrand. I started writing my verse to the No Test Drive remix for Keontae.
Yeah.
And I put MOZAIA in there to convince myself further. Like I really put like the line, can't nobody hold you down like MOZAIA. I put that in there to
Beautiful song.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is. It's
yes.
really good.
Thank you. So I put that line I put that line in there almost to also reassure myself that you're ready. And I'm like, if I like that line, if it makes me feel empowered when I sing that, then that's the name I'm gonna choose. And then
So I think this is a perfect pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lemon Perfect, absolutely. I think it's a perfect pivot into what the topic is, which is like, some of the issues we have all seen being, a woman, a gay man,
yes,
a straight man, straight
Black
black man,
man.
straight black man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With like you having to reassure yourself with the name change, right? What are other things you think you've had to like think about, like being a woman in this industry too?
I love that.
That is difficult and maybe is not spoken upon a lot, that you're willing, that you feel comfortable sharing, that is.
I feel like as a female, well, one of the things is like I already gravitate to more vulnerable music, but like the party anthems and stuff, like the guys have taken that over for a while. Even I have admitted to liking to listen to male artists more when I'm just on the go. And then if I'm like really trying to get introspective, or if I just want to be emotional, then I'll listen to females. But I do notice that that's a little bit of a box. We are breaking through it though. I've noticed that we are making
Women run rap right now.
Yes, we are making bangers. We are making twerk bangers. We are making party bangers. Weed smoking
Emotional
bangers.
bangers too.
Yes, and another thing though, I've dealt with in the course of my career as Moya Bree, and then eventually, well, not so much MOZAIA because I have so many people protecting me.
And
like
you protect yourself as well.
Yes,
You don't
because I
need
know
us for
better.
protection,
Because I know
but
better. But
absolutely.
what I'm referring to, y'all, is I guess the dynamic between like a straight male producer and myself, like where there's some sort of exchange, there's some sort of flirting, there's always gonna like kind of be that, or before there was always a level of that I dealt with, that it wasn't just like I'm kicking it, I'm making music. There's also like, oh, you also cute too, or
Yeah, well, professional, yeah.
yeah. And I mean, I know before I didn't address it very well, and then sometimes I ended up mixing
Business with pleasure.
Exactly, and it wasn't a good idea. But I feel like there's that, and there's also how this might even just be a me thing, but we're asking about my experience, so I'll say it. The I guess I get along more and am more familiar slash comfortable around male artists and creatives because there's a more of abundance. So whenever I see another female, I'll feel threatened. I'll feel jealous, and that, I don't think that's something I mean to be. I think that's just how I've been raised. This is what society has taught us as females, that we're each other's competition. We are the accessory to the man. And so, I mean, like we grew up looking at like films, right? Music videos, especially. And what are females doing? They are the accessory to the man. They're going like this. They're like to the side, and like I don't know. I felt like I had a hard time connecting with other female artists because I was paralyzed by my own jealousy, envy, the comparison aspect. Whereas I see a lot of males and they'll just like kind of kick it and they'll be like, oh.
I want to add and then like go back to your point.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of men, at least straight men, right? They deal with that too, but they just hide it. It looks good in public, but there's jealous undertones all over the place with men too. A lot of men want to be said person that they're not, right? And then they hide that, in just trying to be cool and being around what's cool. And I have you ever listened or watched, either one of you watched Sway in the Morning with Sway Calloway?
Yeah,
Sway Calloway
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
Sway
But
in the Morning.
one of his co-host names is Heather B. She's an artist from New Jersey. She was like big in the 90s, to my knowledge, right? And she's like very well respected. And she had on an artist from the PNW. They had on this female rapper named Wynn. She's a white girl from Portland.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I had to put that in there because I want people to know, like, this applies to all women, no matter, like, if you're white, black, whatever, Filipino, whatever. And she was telling her, she was like, hey, like, one thing I want you to do is don't be afraid to go talk to that other artist who's a woman because, like, you feel like you're insecure. She may be insecure. Or feel, insecure, or feel a way about you, or you feel a way about her. You know what I mean? Like, just be open to it. And don't beat yourself up too much about it. And I think that was like some of the best advice I could hear, like as a man, like learning like what women deal with. And I also think too, as a man, we have to know that like it's okay for women to take the lead. You know what I mean? And to be strong and to be powerful and to be respected and to not take no shit either.
Right.
Right. And like, I think that's something that we need to practice more too.
Okay. No, hey, all friends.
Yeah.
Everybody. And I think, I could definitely improve on that too. Just like not being insecure. That's not going to happen overnight. But to anybody who's aspiring, as an artist, who's a female artist, girl, I'm insecure too at times. It's okay. Yeah. But we do have to empower one another. And it doesn't help that, I mean, I love my guys, but I am the only girl in the group. So, well.
I'm fucking dead. I cannot.
That's amazing.
I'm fucking dead. Right.
Hey.
She has her moments. Like, she goes by she, he.
Come on. She goes by she.
She.
So, no, I could definitely use more practice. I'm open to it, though. It's really important to not close yourself off from it, but awareness is number one. So, and I didn't even become aware, like self-aware of the insecurity until, like fairly recently. So I think I always just like avoided females altogether because like it was either like, oh, I almost assumed there would be some sort of cattiness about it. And that's just not a thought I ever get when I walk into a studio full of men. But I also can walk into a studio full of men and I'll feel like all eyes on me, even though that may not even be what they're intending. Yeah. But how I'll feel is almost like like a piece of meat.
Oh my God, you took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, I'll feel almost like, so I will definitely be judged first by how I look when I walk up in there, and then have to prove myself as an artist.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
yeah.
I like to tell I think I've said this to you too before. Any female artist that I'm like close with or that I've worked with, like, man, I'm here for business. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like you have to be a bitch.
You've told me that, yeah.
Because I feel like when you're like, you can be nice, but I feel like when you're nice, people, especially men that I know, I've dealt with, I've heard situations about this from women, they feel like it's an invitation to flirt instead of an invitation to do business. You know, and be like, hey, like, I'm not fucking around. Like, we're here to work. Let's work. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I've heard of like some women won't do sessions past 7 p.m. with certain men, you know, or whatever, because of
smart
issues
but
like
sad
that. Or
that we have to do that.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it is. I mean, it's tough, man. Like, I can't imagine what it's like to be a woman. Like, I tell my wife all the time, like, I don't envy you at all. Like, having to deal with cattiness every fucking day, bullshit every day, men trying to holler at you every day, going online, being judged every day. And then if you're in the creative field, you're always getting judged for no matter what your hair looks like, how you dress, what you look like, what you're doing. You know,
how you sound, how you
come off. Oh, she's a bitch because she just like, no, I don't want to take a photo. Oh, she too damn nice because blah blah blah. It's like, damn, it's like you can't win, no matter what you do. And I think a lot of people forget that, like, we're still people. Like, you're a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have
she's not
a fucking robot. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or am I?
Girl.
How do I spit out these bangers?
Oy.
On repeat. No, I'm kidding.
It's giving
I'm kidding.
AI.
I'm kidding.
Nah,
that was a joke.
That's
not how I am.
Own that shit. Own it.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
But look,
that's how. But I know that's what you want me to be.
No, I just no. I want you to just believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everything that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
I think I'm starting to feel what that means now as MOZAIA.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely feel like since we've known each other, specifically you and I, like, there's been a level of secureness in who you are. And I think, and I'm very happy for you. Like, I am. Like, I think you deserve that, and I always wanted that for you. And I'm just glad, you know, you trust our friendship, all of us, enough to like be that vulnerable and open, because I know it's not easy.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it's all thanks to you guys. I mean, I'm not gonna say all thanks because then you guys are gonna be like,
I was literally about to do it.
I did the work for sure, and you have to be open to improvement, and be willing to find ways to educate yourself and improve in order to improve and thank everybody around you. So, anyways, but you guys are also like how I like the pinnacle. Like, you guys are the way. Like, the influence. It has to come from somewhere.
Y'all have influenced me too as well to, like, you know, turn it on myself, to turn the mirror on myself, because I'm as y'all know, I'm a very private guy. I'm very reserved. I don't really like dealing with fucking people at all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
dealing with fucking people.
Yeah, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, this is what they be doing, like, how they be
he just be cussing just cuz.
Right. He'll be like, can you please fucking move?
Can you please pass that damn ass motherfucking pepper?
Right.
But nah, like, y'all really have, like, you know, helped me understand, along with you know, my wife. But I mean, but before, like, I've been with, you know, we've been around, when you're around people long enough, like, it just don't hit the same. You know what I mean? Like, until you hear it from somebody outside of the norm of what you're used to.
True. Yeah.
And you know, y'all really made me understand it's okay to, like, you know, let people in and be cool, you know, just like, I mean, because I have fun too, you know what I'm saying? I joke around and shit, but, like, I don't really share that with a lot of people, because, like, I feel like that's something sacred, you know, that I give to people. And, you know, being a 6'3", 250-pound black man, like, there's already a stigmatism with that anyways, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I walk in a room and, like, you know, I don't want to say it's always that, but, like, especially back home in Virginia. Like if I walk in a room, it might be a problem already. Because
Really?
like I'm just
Crazy.
because I'm just me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't even said a word yet.
Yeah.
Because
you
you,
know?
oh, okay.
And that's what you
That's what you deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
mean, like,
adversity.
just because I dress like, I love comfort.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
with it
comfort.
as long as it matches a matching set. If you're wearing sweats, if it's a top and bottom matching,
It's
I'm
cute.
cool with it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
See, they say that now, but he definitely hated it at first. He's like,
I
"Where's some
did.
fucking jeans?"
I know,
And
because
look what I'm wearing.
Nah, I didn't even notice.
Jeans.
Well, look what I'm wearing.
I'm
Can
fucking
I show it
dead.
to them?
Yeah,
You would
get
have to
up.
like get up and like
Okay,
go show
hold
them.
on, guys. Excuse me, can they hear me still?
I'm fucking dead.
Right there.
She wearing some shorts. That's fine.
Right.
I'm dead.
Period.
And I'm wearing her shirt.
I got a pee hole too. Great.
I'm dead. But
Thank you.
yeah,
Emmanuel
no.
Brown merch.
Oh, and that Sarey Savvy merch
Yep.
over there too.
Yes. Look
That's
at all
my
this
favorite.
merch.
That's my
Merch heaven.
favorite design from you. For
And
sure.
let's.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's like, "Is there anything on the back?" No.
Because I remember some polls you've done. in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's important for people to know, like,
Yeah.
I'm human too.
Yeah.
Yes. I have my times, and I don't know. It's like some people assume that I am not intelligent. I can't do certain things just because of
Yeah.
how I look, how I talk, how I
Same
dress.
thing with her too, though.
Absolutely.
I feel like for
Mhm.
women, it's worse.
Oh, absolutely.
because of what you said earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I could understand. And it's very unfortunate.
There's parallels. Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
hers
there
is
is.
way amplified in comparison to mine.
Oh yeah.
But I think sometimes people too, I'm misunderstood. Like, I mean, like
Yeah.
literally, I think back to the first interaction we had with each other. When you first, like, I remember before he even said a word to me, he had a thought of me.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I mean? He was like, "Oh, look at this fucking
Share the
fucking
thought.
asshole wearing his own fucking merch, standing over there with his DJ.
DJ
Who
and
the
shit.
fuck does
the
he think
fuck?
he is?"
Remember the Columbia City Theater show?
That sounds more like just hating, though. That sounds more like you.
I mean, absolutely, absolutely, but like, but
now-
no,
Because now that's literally all we do is wear
yeah,
our
but
own
I
merch.
know that now. I know that now.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But like,
Okay, that makes sense.
As he's telling me this, as we get to know each other, I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I would never knew, like, you were just like, and I was like, dog, I was just over there talking about my set. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I was doing. You know what
I'm
I
a
mean? But
hater.
like,
I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I would, because you were acting a certain way, and Sarey made like a
I mean,
yeah,
I was like, I was just minding my business.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Sarey.
I was just minding my business. He was like,
Because like,
Sarey.
like
Well, what was going through your mind? What was
fuck you. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
but-
what was going through my mind is, oh, he think he that bitch.
and I never said a word to him.
I know. It's
I'm
your demeanor.
dead.
It's
Yeah.
the demeanor.
And
You
now
know what I'm
look,
saying?
here we are.
Yeah,
I
but I
know.
mean, that's the thing I think that sometimes gets lost in translation too. Is like we assume things about people before we even speak to them.
True. Very
You
true.
know what I mean?
And
Like,
people assume a
It's
lot
a
of things
human.
about
It's a
women.
human
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a human thing. It's just I think it's smart not to like. You can have your initial thoughts that kind of just are provoked, like,
Mhm.
but like as long as you don't act on them, you don't actually judge and assume something like intentionally
Yeah.
what do you call it? Discriminate
Yeah.
based off of that first impression, then you're good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny. I remember. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't want to do that. We'll talk about that later.
I'm not gonna say
But-
your name. I'm gonna spell it though.
I'm
fucking
dead.
dead. But no, somebody said to me one time when I was in the studio.
Mhm.
This was probably like a couple months ago. They were like,
Mhm.
I had my do-rag on, I had a hoodie on, I was wearing those shorts actually, and I was just like,
Oh, you tried these on first?
I'm
And
not
then you
playing
give
with
them to
you
me?
right I'm not playing with you right now. She literally took them out of the packaging earlier.
You could
Like,
have
I'm not
put
playing
them
with you.
on, folded them back up, and
Right.
put them in the plastic.
Anyways,
I don't know.
moving the fuck on. So I'm sitting there, and then like we were working on like a hip hop record, and then like I was like, "Hey Sam, can you pull this up?" And then like I went in there and started singing, right? And then came out, and then the person that was there was like, "That's crazy," and I'm like, "What?" They were like, "You just look at your big ass and wouldn't think you would just start singing. Like, why would you just start singing?" You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? He was like, I mean, you in here with a do-rag on and a hoodie and shit. Like, why
Wait,
would
they
you
said
be
that? They,
yeah,
she,
they said that.
they.
So
Oh.
yeah, we'll get into the specifics later. But they said that, and I was just like, interesting. It's like, oh, because I look this way, like I'm
They
supposed
weren't
to
saying it
just.
sarcastic.
No, they were serious. It was like they were saying it like, that was supposed to
Wow.
be a norm.
That's very much racist. It's racist because it's a stereotype
Mhm.
for sure.
Mhm.
I
Like
would
you
take
can
that.
only rap.
Right, you're
Yeah.
black and you wear a do-rag and shorts. You're a rapper. You're a
That-
no
yeah.
life. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he has this very good like signature vibrato.
I love it.
Home base.
Wait. No, do a different line.
Really wanna come your way. That's
Oh,
vibrato.
damn.
Oh,
that's
I
fun.
know I can't stay.
I can stay.
I'm dead.
I
That's
It's
love
wide.
it.
It's a wide
I
vibrato.
love it. I love it though.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
open way wide for
It's
anybody to
colorful.
come. but
I just.
but Mo, when you're like, so like, how do you deal with it? Like, how do you deal with like the stupid shit that men be like acting or like saying towards you? You know, like, do you put them in their place or are you more nonchalant?
I am more nonchalant, but
Yeah.
I'm learning. I know he has had this goal to up my savagery.
Right.
And what grade do you think I am at now after 1 year of schooling?
I'm dead.
Because
I think I
started
gave you a higher grade, so I think we're at a
gave
C
me like a
minus.
C
We're
minus.
at a C minus. She was at an F, so it's
Not
major
F.
progress. Major progress.
F was like I wouldn't even say how I felt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very pushovery, and then like
Push ovary.
Yeah.
pushovery.
Push ovary.
She checked. I'm gonna tell y'all when I knew like you made it to a C minus. We were talking about something on the phone one day, and then it was. I remember what it was. It was I don't know if I
I'd be
should
like-
talk about this on camera. Should I talk about
Oh,
this on camera?
Oop and I oop.
Just summarize that
Summarize.
Yeah, it was about something with someone in your family, and I was asking like, how do I show respect? And then yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
So
yes,
then I was like, yeah, so how do I blah blah blah? And you were like, I don't fucking know. Like, that's like it's whatever. Like, it's not. And I was like, but no, I need to know. And you was like, I just fucking told you, like, I don't fucking know. Like, why are you even like doing that? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, Mo. She's like, why are you smiling? I was like, yeah. I was like, that savagery.
I verbally abused him, and he's like,
He likes it.
I was
Now
like,
you know what kind of man
yeah.
he is in the bedroom.
I was like, this nigga. I was like, yeah. And then she's like, what? I was like, you've upgraded.
Have y'all noticed
Yeah.
that every time Mo and I talk and we're having a moment where we're laughing, she always reaches out her hand. It's a natural thing. We're like, bitch, I need you. I need my bitch.
I mean, I noticed that every time I'm laughing, I'll grab. I gotta grab somebody.
Yeah,
I gotta
grab.
grab
Yeah, and then you
somebody.
do the feet stomping
Oh.
too.
Yeah, she'd be like, I cannot. But that's the thing, y'all, is like, but people see that they take advantage of shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, so that is to answer your question. That is
Yeah.
one of the ways I've improved.
Yeah.
I haven't been tried by a male producer or anything like that yet.
Okay.
But so I will give an update, possibly if there's a story time on my Instagram or something,
Yeah, you should let
when it
the people know.
happens. But I mean, more of my stories were before I have learned what I learned. So,
Okay.
but I'm assuming if I'm ever put in the position again where somebody's making me uncomfortable, before I'd be more nonchalant. I would kind of just like, I don't know, like deal with it, just take it. Maybe now I will address it, but I don't even know if I would. I mean, I can say that now, but if you put me in a position like that tomorrow and none of y'all are here, I'd hope I'd address it and not get
Yeah.
all shy. I don't know, but I mean, that's my goal, is to get to a point where I can address it. And if the guy doesn't want to work with me anymore and he assumes I'm an asshole because of that, then I don't need to work with him.
Well, that's a work
Yeah,
in progress.
exactly.
I mean, it's all a work in
Mhm.
progress, like you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Mr. Savvy. What about you?
I ain't face shit. I just open my legs and I get what I want.
That's also a
It's
way.
really.
That's also a way I deal.
I'm fucking dead. I mean, just to keep it short and sweet, like my adversity is kind of the same as Mo. Like because I love my community, but like gay men can also be very catty. And really petty too. Like, I see similarities between gay men and women when they interact, and I also see like, cause like gay men also get intimidated by other gay men too. But they treat the situation like how some, not all, but some women I know would, which is just like avoid them or like not want to converse and jealous. You could tell they're jealous. It's very easy to tell. And so like I never really I've always been a person that has always walked away because I just feel like it's not like you're not worth my time, you know. I still walk away because I just feel like, you know, like it's still not worth addressing. But like I I mean, I've it's kind of all over the spectrum. Like it's not just gay men. It's kind of like people in general. But it's mostly straight guys. It's mostly straight guys who don't take me seriously, who treat me like I'm some dumb like fag. Like I'm just there, you know? And so like they like to mess around, you know, like sometimes straight men will try to like test it, you know, like they will try to like push it to be like they'll say certain things that they know is like a gray area to say to like a gay person and see whether or not I get offended or something, you
like
know?
what? Can you give an example?
Like queer is coming back.
Yes. I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah. Like queer is like, it used to be a derogatory term, but like, you know, we're reclaiming it as like an umbrella term to describe
like black people when they say nigga.
Exactly, yeah. So we're reclaiming that power. And I feel like when you do shit like that, like straight people who are just assholes will just like take advantage of that shit, you know, and try to use it on you to be like, but you say queer all the time. I can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly had to learn like from you like some things that weren't like really acceptable because like you're my first like very close friend who happens to be a gay man. You know what I'm saying? So like I mean, in straight culture, like calling somebody the F word is like that's derogatory towards a straight man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fighting words.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. And like I didn't know like how damaging it was to like the community that you know you belong in, because like I mean it like I just didn't know any better, you know what I mean? And I think sometimes there is no excuse, right? But I think depending on the situation, like and how, if you were like truly oblivious, then it's like, all right, cool, like one time, you know what I'm saying, like it's the past. But if you keep doing it, then it's like intentional, you know
It
what I
is.
mean?
It is. So I mean, that's the type of adversity I think I face, is straight men thinking that I have nothing to offer and that I'm just kind of there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
She's a legend.
Thank you.
She's a legend too.
Yeah, she is. I just, and I think people are thrown off by like our personality because we're so fun and outgoing, and people probably don't think we're capable of doing the things that we do.
We can't be serious.
We were literally just talking about this off camera.
Yeah.
Or maybe was I saying that? Maybe I was saying that.
But it's a good thing. I look at us doing that as a good thing because then it's like when we do pop out and we show you, it's like that's when I think people start to get humbled.
Absolutely.
You know? So
I feel like that's the most rewarding thing for me. It's like I don't need to say anything, I'll just show you.
Exactly.
Like who I am and what I can do.
And that's what she's doing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what she's doing. Like she just dropped the project, the Honey J EP, which is amazing.
Amazing.
And you know, she also does a lot of sync work. And like if you meet her at first glance, you wouldn't think much, you know? But it really just goes to show like you got to treat everybody with respect because you don't know who you're talking to. You know,
same for you, man. I mean, like you've done so much with labels and deals and stuff like that.
Overseas.
I mean, overseas.
Numbers.
Success here.
Yes.
You know, you are both gaining traction in different countries with the fan base right now as it keeps growing. You know, so and I'm fortunate enough to do some of those things too.
Yeah,
But
yeah, of course.
it's
You
like
do
you
great
said, you
work.
never. Thank you, but
Yeah.
you never know who you're dealing with, so you got to
Right.
treat everybody with that respect.
Mhm.
And I also feel like for you, because you're representing other women, especially like Asian
Yes.
women who don't get to come up in the industry that
So we'll talk
much.
about that, yeah.
Yeah. Like you gotta be the one, like it will not you and other artists, female artists who are also
Mhm.
Asian, you need to like I feel like it's my responsibility as a gay man to like use my platform to call bullshit. You know?
Okay.
And
Yep.
I think that for you, like because you feel like you're standing on your own and like you're the only female in this group, this collective.
Mhm.
I also feel like you have to really put men in their place. You have to
Mhm.
put people
True.
in their place. And let you know what I mean, and use your platform for that and make people listen.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And like Emanuel said earlier, sometimes you do have to be called a bitch to do that.
I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited to get the opportunity and the inspiration in the moment to
Yeah.
do that. I haven't done it yet, but I do have thoughts,
Yeah.
reoccurring thoughts.
Yeah.
And so, I can't wait. Like I have a lot to say. I'm not
Yeah.
like active on social media and about my views on
Yeah.
things yet.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just kind of like a more of a coming out of the shell type of thing. So
Yeah.
it's inevitable. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
One of my cousins that both of y'all have met.
Yeah.
The one that's from New Orleans. Shout out to her.
Love
Shout out
her.
to you.
Yeah. She said something to me that's always stuck with me. She said, cousin, you got to understand, like some people aren't where they want to be in their life, and you are, and that's a
Mhm.
truly powerful thing. Some people never find themselves, right?
Yes.
So I think for all of us to be comfortable in who we are or where we are going is a beautiful thing. So I don't think
Yeah.
you should be like, well, I'm trying. I mean, you're doing it. Some people
Yeah.
never do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And it also says a lot about the people that you surround yourself with when you
Mhm.
start feeling like you're being yourself.
mhm.
Yeah.
You know, or like who you are internally is now coming out into your physical being.
Yes.
So like I think that says about how much we've made you feel comfortable,
Exactly.
which I think for
Mhm.
us is like I think that's all we ever want from each other is for
Mhm.
us to just be who we are.
Mhm.
You know, and feel comfortable enough to hold people accountable too. You know, I think that we're all learning that from each other
Well, I've
about how to
definitely
do
picked
that.
up on that, and
Yeah.
I've been able to apply it to other places in my
Yeah.
life, and I'm really excited. Like every time I do it, I
Yeah.
really think of you guys. Like I've even vocalized that with other friend groups. I
Yeah.
literally like name drop you guys all the time. I'm like, oh, I
Aw.
learned that from them. Oh, I learned that from them. I learned that from them. This is something I picked up on them, and I'll kind of like I'll spread the knowledge and the awareness. I'll to outside of the collective and be like, well, what I learned from these guys is do 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 do, and ever since
Yeah.
I've been doing do 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 do, I've been getting do 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 do.
Oh, damn.
But that's good. That's
Yeah.
good, Mo, because
Mhm.
you're gaining that sense of like you're gonna get to a place where it's like nobody can fuck with you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
very true.
And you know, like it's sad that men in the industry look at women a certain type of way, but like, you know, like you can call there's female fans who love you, who look up to you a lot.
Mhm.
Hello.
And like so when you call bullshit on that and you call men out, you're going to have a bunch of women most
Mhm.
likely come out and speak about their experiences and look at you as like the
Yes.
person that's like holding the torch.
Yes.
You know, one of the biggest things that I think I learned like very early with being an artist is even if we didn't ask to be a role model, we are.
We are. Yep.
You
Mhm.
know, so like you just even like speaking on this right now
Yeah.
is going to impact somebody else.
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
Like
and
right now.
I'm grateful to even have a place where I could do that, you know.
Yeah.
Cuz I think when we were growing up, there wasn't much insight on that personal side of artists. We would
Mhm.
Yeah.
only see the records, the music videos,
Mhm.
Yeah.
maybe some interviews, but everything was very micromanaged and robotic,
Mhm.
and the media was just very just not saying they're not abusive anymore, but like they were just very they were very intense back
Yeah.
then. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
like imagine all the Disney stars, all the Hollywood stars back when we were growing up,
Yeah.
and so we're fed this image of perfection and unrealistic expectation
Mm-hmm.
and the value of a nice body, a nice face, and nice hair.
Yeah.
But now we get to do exactly what they're doing at our own free will with our
Yeah.
own money.
Yeah.
And we don't have to send our demos and like be validated by some radio station that's got a stack of them, right? So
Yeah.
we don't have to do that anymore. But we also get to impact other people and say what we want to say without without a CEO hovering or anything
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
that. You know,
Mhm.
like, so I am very grateful for the age of music and the industry that we're in right
Yeah.
now.
For sure.
Yeah, we definitely do have more freedom.
It
I
doesn't
think.
mean we don't struggle still, though.
Yeah. We definitely have we still have adversities. I think all of us do, but I think we also are blessed because we have each other,
Mm-hmm.
you
For
know,
sure.
and we're able to lean on each other whenever we need that support and help to call
Mhm.
shit out. But I'm so grateful I'm so grateful for people to see like a side of you that only we get to see.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's long overdue
Exactly.
Ah,
that people know that you are like I feel like everyone is relatable. I noticed that's a really big thing for labels is to try to push and market artists as like relatable, you know? But I
mhm.
feel like, you know, it's good to pull back the curtains, you know,
Yeah.
and see people for who they are. And so it helps them connect to the music that much more.
Exactly.
So that being said, you know, we unfortunately have to wrap this up. And
Mm.
I'm really sad, but like I hope that by everyone watching this interview, seeing how close we really are, like we really hold each other to a high standard, but like
Mhm.
we really do have each other's back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I mean, like, I may piss everyone off, but I mean,
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
you know, that's a part of it.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I piss him off a lot.
A lot.
I know I probably make her mad, but she probably just doesn't say it to me a lot.
Uh,
But,
we
you
pissed
know,
each other off.
A lot.
A
yeah,
lot.
We
for
do.
sure,
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
Some
I
of us
mean,
more than others.
yeah, I mean, I'm taking
Just kidding.
ownership though. I'm taking ownership though because
Yes,
like
yes.
I know, you know, one thing they all know about me is like I am difficult
Yeah.
to deal with sometimes. I am because like I have very high expectations
Yeah.
of everyone, and that could be
Yeah.
a lot sometimes. It
Yeah.
can be too much when they just need me to be their friend.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
We
so,
keep each other grounded. We
Yeah.
Well,
keep each other
absolutely.
grounded.
And like we are all so different. So in a way, we're kind of getting exposure to, you know, all the variety of people in the spectrum, like of the world represented in just this little circle.
Yeah.
So we're getting an easygoing day of Emmanuel being, which is like rare. But anyways, then that we get some like more on the quiet end. Like some members in the group are just a little more quiet. Some very open. Some very nosy. Sometimes very, you know, like you said, high expectations. Very difficult. Like he's maybe sometimes depending on the day, disappointed. Like then we
Yeah.
deal with all this whole range of emotions, and then so even just interacting us five, we
Yeah.
learn so many social skills, so many emotional management skills, and so much communication skill.
Yeah. A lot.
So much.
So
And
much.
And
so
she reaches out. I know why she reaches out like that too.
Exactly.
Like I know the internal thought and why she did that for sure.
I'm like so many communication.
I'm fucking dead.
Well, yeah, and there's just so much. I can't. I mean, we don't want to belabor this, but yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
just in us five, it's rich. The soil is rich. So much
know that's
growing
right.
from here.
Right.
We are learning so much because like we talk about the music, but oh my gosh, like that's only one part of
Yeah.
what we learn from one another. Like I said, we
Mhm.
learn about culture and adversities and like
Yeah.
differences and how to manage certain skills and communication and connecting and
Yeah.
Yep.
We help each other navigate.
yes,
You know, we do. And everyone needs that person, but it's not a person. For us, we're lucky enough to have people instead of a
Mhm.
person. So
I do nothing.
shut up. So we're doing this thing where we're asking everybody on the second season of the podcast a question to end the interview or
Okay.
to end the episode.
Okay.
And it's, what does it mean to you to face the music?
Oh man,
She's like, oh my
I was not.
God.
I Knowing me, like you guys didn't ask me this beforehand, so I could write it in my notes and memorize it.
That's why we asked.
No!
Right.
Okay.
And that's
Well,
on
I
period.
think like knowing you guys and knowing the motivation behind this movement, and also just like who you are, and then kind of absorbing it for myself, facing the music means being vulnerable and open-hearted and open, like all ears for everything that comes with music, which is, this like, I guess like, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just like there is a feeling here that I'm trying to articulate. I could sing it better. Hit it.
Yeah.
No, but I think facing the music means being unapologetic
Yeah.
and being you.
Mm.
Face the music, face the truth, even if it's hard,
Yeah.
but facing the music also just kind of like embracing the music. See, rhyming.
Yeah.
Face,
Exactly.
embrace.
Right.
Bars.
We can always count on her for that
Mhm.
every time. Yeah, I think that's great. I think you prove a good point. It's about
Was I right? No.
Oh, I'm fucking dead. I think what you're really trying to I think what I'm hearing from what you said is like holding yourself accountable.
Mhm.
Right.
Holding yourself accountable to be to put yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say to put yourself to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly. Because, like,
Yeah.
I mean, my babble, that's pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be comfortable with putting yourself out there. Because music is kind of like the mutual vibration for us all.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I sound like
You did.
oh, no. Okay.
It's
Love
King,
you.
okay.
don't you dare put fucking Dow Tribe
I
on this
know.
fucking
So
comments.
stupid.
Anyways.
Love you, twin, but I had
Right.
a you moment.
You did.
But yeah, so definitely what I'm trying to say. That's a good
Oh,
way to
man.
summarize it.
Well, thank you so much for being on our
Thank you.
podcast.
Oh
We
my
really
gosh.
appreciate
And
it.
thank you all. I love this podcast. Hope you guys love it too.
Yes. We are so thankful that you came on.
Mhm.
And as a reminder, we drop episodes every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Mhm.
One more thing before we end this. Where can people find you?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at MOZAIA Music. That's MOZAIA Music. For those who can't spell MUSIC. Hey!
You never
Never
know.
know. But I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube as MOZAIA, MOZAIA.
Yeah. And so with that, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, make sure you do that. Make sure you leave a comment. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or any questions, leave them in the comments. Leave them in the comments, and we will address them. And also share this video with anybody else who could use a little dose of positivity and empowerment.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So that being said, we love all of you. Thank you so much
Love
for tuning in,
you.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Mwah.
Like this.